obviously I want to get into the Tim Pool cat kidnapping issue thing too, but so look, I'm going to get this out of the way because obviously after continuously dealing with this issue for now 18 months, obviously you guys are seeing the little trolls coming in the chat, so I should address this. Apparently Jesse from Pod Awful has it in his head, although I don't really believe that he believes this. He's a notorious pathological liar, but Jesse is putting it out there that I reported his channel for a video that, frankly, I've never even watched. I don't watch his show. I don't. People report things back to me, tell me what's being said. However, there's only so many hours in the day, and I'm not going to waste my time watching shows where people bash me for 4 hours a day, every day for 18 months. It's boring to me. The idea is boring, right? I've always been one of those guys, if people are talking shit about me somewhere, I just leave. I go somewhere else. I go somewhere where people aren't talking shit about me. I want to make things perfectly clear here. And I swear this on God and all that is holy. I swear it on everything I hold dear. That in the 18 months that this man has harassed me, has harassed family members of mine, has harassed old colleagues of mine, has run live background checks on me on his paywall show, where he has given out addresses I've lived, where he has, implied that, obviously for people to swat me and to harass me in real life. A guy that drove all the way to Easton Ralph's house to be a fucking creep. What else has he done? He has, the doxing thing is mostly the most egregious one, but the truth is that this guy has been harassing me for 18 months. And at any point, even in the doxing ones and all that shit, at any point, I could have flagged his channel. At any point. So, it is extremely dishonest or stupid to believe that after 18 months of pretty much some of the worst harassment I've ever experienced in my life, an obsessive, psychotic, bizarre little bug man who has dedicated every moment of his fucking waking time on this planet into fucking with me. And in 18 months, I have never flagged him. So, I ask, why would I do it now? Honestly, just ask yourself that question. And this is not to address the people that are propagating the bullshit, because they're going to choose not to believe this shit. These people are... By the way, a guy who's posting our paywall content right now for free everywhere. I don't take this shit very personally, but when you start fucking with my livelihood, my money, it's not cool. Now, for 18 months, my hand to God, I have never, ever reported Jesse Pod Awful, any of his dumb videos, any of the gay hip star stuff, all the Philip Wave and the Ian Ellises and all these other guys. For 18 months, not one time have I flagged, nor have I encouraged people to flag. Any interaction I've had with people, it's always, I should report him. And I go, don't report him. Reporting is gay. It's stupid, whatever. I have been taking punch after punch after punch after punch for about 18 months now. I have been patient. I have actually extended a internet professional courtesy to Jesse, which is always to not report things, not fuck with people's livelihoods, all that kind of shit. I can only take so much, and I will say this. There are very much, like, a lot of threats going on right now. They're threatening to flag my channel. They are threatening to flag me and Royce's channel. They are once again doing the thing they've been doing for 18 months. I have extended an incredible amount of courtesy, and I have displayed an incredible amount of patience in this situation. If anything is done in the next fucking 90 days, if there is any kind of mass flagging, if something goes down, either channel goes down or something happens, I will no longer be extending that courtesy. Just saying. I will no longer be extending the courtesy, and things are going to get very serious because at this point, I think I've been infinitely patient. I think people have watched as I have been, even off the air, I have been a fucking monk about this. I have been a saint. Not anymore. People want to keep fucking with my income. People want to keep fucking with me just doing my little stupid show. I swear to God, if people get in the way of me doing my show like I always have, I'm telling you, I will no longer extend that courtesy. And it's not going to be, oh, I'm going to flag one video. It's at that point, it's going to have to be legitimate scorched earth. Because at this, to this day, I've never reported a channel. I have let people bash me for 18 months because I bash people for a living. It's what I do. As long as I don't carry it into my real life, I don't care. But this has now reached a point where the shit has to stop. So if these retards want to keep this up, fine, whatever. But it's getting to that point now where I'm getting to that point. By the way, Jeff Wood, Mersh gets marked by Streamlabs and acts like it's Jesse. Let's get something straight, buddy. You guys keep trying to push this theory that I'm being what's the word? That I'm being unreasonable or that I'm being paranoid, that when these things all of a sudden happen to just me, that I don't immediately think of the dude who has not been able to keep my name out of his cocksucking mouth for 18 months. Now, if some guy does 50 shows of World War against Mersh for 18 months straight and then something unfortunate happens, what would you assume? And by the way, you guys keep pushing this thing that I blamed him personally. I didn't name him until he named himself. Okay? I tweeted out that all I did was have my producer tweet out that we all know who's behind this and that it's been people harassing me for a year. Jesse took it upon himself to immediately go live, even though he wasn't named, and deny when nobody said his name. Nobody. I just said, we all know who's behind this. And Mr. Podawful doth protested too much. So he snitched on himself, first of all. Second of all, the dude's been going after me for 18 months and in very, very underhanded, very gross, very weird ways. Not like, look, I don't give a fuck, dude. You can call me anything. You can meme me anything. You can talk all the shit you want. You can make money doing it. I respect the hustle. But when you start trying to make, like this weird, creepy shit leak into real life and fuck with people's lives, with their real lives, again, it's been 18 months of me absorbing punch after punch, and I've been very patient about it. And it's like being in a relationship with a girl and she accuses you of cheating and cheating and cheating, and you're like, I've never cheated. Eventually, you're going to go out and get your dick sucked. So, just putting it out there that my hands are clean as of right now. And I will continue to keep my hands clean. But so fucking help me God, if another thing happens, because I'm getting the threats and I'm screenshotting all of them. We're reporting, we're flagging, you got Jesse. At some point I'm going to have to, stop absorbing punches and start punching back, because it's these people are exhausting. And, I just want to have fun and do my stupid show. And this shit is getting old. So, just letting you know, the threats are, they're out there. You can see them happening. They're threatening Royce. You know what I mean? All this bullshit. It's just retarded now. It's gotten to a point where it's now harassment. It's not like, oh, what's the matter, libtard? What are you triggered? Are you triggered? It's like, yeah, you're literally like DMing my family members on Instagram and shit, and saying the craziest, wildest, sickest shit to them. Yeah, that's not, you know what I mean? It's one of those things where people like, it used to be like you could go, hey, there's only two genders, and somebody would go, oh, and you'd go, what are you triggered? Were you triggered? There's only two genders. But it's evolved into this thing now where it's like they'll send rape threats. They'll be like, I want to rape and murder his children, and then you're like, whoa, and then they're like, oh, you triggered? Oh, you big mad, huh? Oh, did I trigger the snowflake? And it's like, you said you were gonna Adam Walsh my kid. You know what I mean? Like, at what point does it stop being triggered and it starts being like, all right, dude, look, man. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of sick shit that's been done in the name of like, oh, you triggered? And it's like, you know, and then the most annoying part is to have people come in here and constantly try to somehow make it like, look at the villainous Mersh, when it's not like, that's the furthest thing from the fucking truth. And I've been infinitely patient with these people. Shout out to Ryan King for buying me a coffee.
I got my coffee.
Appreciate that, buddy.